After so many leaks, so much speculation, ups and downs, hopes and failures, Respawn is finally working on something that we can all seriously look forward to. No, it's not Titanfall 3. However, if this works, then that's precisely the direction that we're headed with this. Let's not even talk about how Respawn used the revival of Titanfall 2 as marketing for their new legend, which, by the way, had almost no relation to Titanfall's lore in any way. If anything, the introduction of Conduit into Apex just made everyone more mad. So that's great. But we've come this close, and it's pretty good news.
It would appear that the final enemy, the ones above the syndicates and the whole reason for the frontier war named Respawn, is working on a new installment named Titanfall.
Yeah, I was kind of getting there, building up the hype with the intro and...
Understood. Please continue to, quote, build the hype.
Oh my god, bro.
This reminds me of that time that I got killed by a crazy hacker in Titanfall 2, and on top of that, Respawn and EA had given up on Titanfall at the time, so we were left with terrible servers, making it extremely hard to even clip anything so I could show you guys. But luckily, I had Outplayed fix that issue for me. You see, with Outplayed, you don't need to constantly press hotkeys to record and save your recordings because it does that all for you automatically.
You can also kind of just choose whatever it is you want it to record. Kills, assists, deaths, or even just wins that you and your team get in whatever game you choose.
Not to mention, Outplayed comes fully support with every single game that you can think of. Titanfall, Apex Legends, Fortnite, Call of Duty, Valorant, literally whatever game you play, Outplayed can record it and clip it without you having to worry about a single buggy software. It saves you a ton of recording space, and best of all, it runs super smoothly in the background, which doesn't affect your gameplay at all, and you will still keep all of your frames, I promise. You can also choose if you want to record an entire session or match, or maybe you just want highlights of your game, much like this. Outplayed even has its own built-in video editor, which is extremely user-friendly, so you can just chop up any clips really fast and share them immediately from Outplayed. In fact, this software is so damn smooth that you can do all of this whilst you're camping for placement in-game. It runs that well. You literally don't have to close whatever it is that you're playing. And of course, the app is completely free, and all you need to do to download it is click the link in my description. Download it and help support the channel as well as the content that I make. It is very, very much appreciated. Anyway, enough of that, back to the video. In the last video, I mentioned how Respawn intends to integrate Titanfall into Apex Legends through new content, new characters, and of course the lore as well. But we just got a whole new piece of information about, well, a whole new Titanfall game. Now, like it was said in the beginning of the video, this is not Titanfall 3. However, it will be set in the Titanfall universe, and so it will have a lot of Titanfall content within it. And yes, I am talking about Titans. However, it was also stated that the game itself will not be a game with online multiplayer or single player campaign, which is also disappointing since one of the many things that made Titanfall an amazing game was the multiplayer.
I'm pretty sure you're missing something from that statement.
And the single player campaign.
That's what I thought.
It's been said so many times all over Twitter, which, if we're being honest here, is a bit of a letdown, but we've went without Titanfall content for so long, I'm pretty damn sure we'll just take anything Titanfall related at this point. I'm also sure that we have all seen that one big tweet by now. Respawn is making a game set in the Titanfall universe with game director Steve Fukuda leading the development. Now, of course, this all came at no surprise. I mean, just last week, the CEO of EA decided to let go of 5% of its workforce, which is about 600 people. They were even working on a new Star Wars first-person shooter game. Lo and behold, that entire idea went 6 feet deep. This is what the CEO of EA, Andrew Wilson, had to say. Given how and where we are working, we are continuing to optimize our global real estate footprint to best support our business. Sorry about that, I forgot not all of us understand. You see, Wilson was speaking in a language called wealth. So let me just translate that real quick. I'm kind of just scared that EA is on thin ice with money, man. Look, I know we make you guys pay just to interact with NPCs in our games, never add audio, too lazy to fix the servers. Look, I get that. I know we love money, but nobody's buying our shit. Okay, so now I need to cut people off and focus on the moneymakers because I have a very expensive lifestyle that I need to uphold. Now, of course, with EA canceling so many games like the Star Wars game where we'd play as a Mandalorian, or even the Titanfall Legends game that they were making where you would play as Cuban Blisk, and all the other legends from Apex would be there to give you upgrades, they obviously pivoted to making the statement that the company is in the early stages of developing its own IP. And of course, focusing on the games they already have, such as Apex Legends, Titanfall, and of course, Star Wars. And now the new Titanfall game in development will be a part of Apex as well, the same way that Titanfall Legends was supposed to be a part of Apex, because this new game won't have online multiplayer or a campaign, which is strange because a lot of us are now wondering, then what the hell is this Titanfall game? What is it gonna play like? What is it gonna feel like? Now, I know that it's not the traditional Titanfall type that we were all hoping for, but Respawn does know how to make good games. So the fact that they're exploring something new with something as good as Titanfall actually isn't such a bad idea, because all it takes is a genuinely good execution. I hope and pray that EA learned not to drop something like Titanfall 2 in between two other releases of two other really big games. But unfortunately, some people are still upset about this, and a lot of people have just kind of given up with Respawn, as well as hoping for a Titanfall 3. Can't they just give us Titanfall 3? Enough mistakes have been made to know how to avoid them now. And especially since a Titanfall 3 game right now would break records, and the popularity of Apex Legends would help make Titanfall 3 one of their best moneymakers, and all it would take is just really good development. Of course, if it involves money, then we'll probably have the best development, or not. I don't know, it's EA, it's weird. And since this isn't a Titanfall 3 related topic, a lot of people just don't care. But see, that's the thing. If you take all the problems that EA is facing right now, such as the layoffs, the cancellations, Titanfall 3 isn't something that won't ever come, it just won't come right now. You see, since EA is a business as well, they gotta think long term. Dropping something like Titanfall 3 now would be amazing, and trust me, they'll make a lot of money. But at the end of the day, EA is EA. In the future, there'll be nothing left for them to milk once it's done making its money. However, if they did release it in the future, when nobody expects it, and when we're still sitting here making speculations and theory videos, and they've done enough minor content integrations from Titanfall into Apex Legends, well, then they'll probably drop an absolute bombshell. Look, they know damn well that the hype for Titanfall 3 would absolutely break the internet. They just want to make sure that they make enough money whilst doing it. But in the meantime, whilst we're all waiting and anticipating Titanfall 3, Helldivers has kept me playing for a while, and it's good. I mean, really good. I even made a video about it, so why are you still here? You should go watch it. Okay? Bye.